Hey, I am hoping that everybody out there in Park Lane listening land can hear me. We're having a little bit of problem with my volume, so we're going to handle it. I guess I need a new phone.
Yeah,
I like if I listen to someone on speaker, I can hear, but if I talk on speaker, they can't hear me.
then it is your phone. Then it is the speaker on your phone. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna just say I'm moving it over. You go ahead and talk. Wait a couple seconds, and we'll work.
Okay. I guess I'm going to spend some of my precious day tomorrow at the phone store, which, oh my gosh, you guys, wouldn't you rather go to the doctor than the phone store?
Yeah. Rather do the dentist, to be honest. I hate going for phones. It's like buying a car. It's just as bad. It's just bad.
Terrible.
Okay, so I'm moving it over right now. Why don't you let everybody know what you did for New Year's?
The important thing, if you do lose sound, the important thing is that you all know that you should join Park Lane. Experience for you. We love you. Come see us in case you can't hear another thing. But for New Year's, oh, what did I do? Oh, I went and saw a band with some friends.
That's nice.
11. We're all the same age, so we left at 11. We didn't even make it till midnight.
That's awesome. That's funny. I'm sorry, that's funny.
And then even going home, we're like, do we have to still hang out until midnight? And we did. And then we're like, bye. I got to go to bed. So it wasn't exactly very exciting.
Well, I think as the age it gets less exciting, it is what it is. Like, we had a friend over, and it was like midnight, and we were like, "Ooh," and then now you're done now. It's just like we we never went out on New Year's and had a nice time. We've gone out many times and never really. It's either too expensive, the food's crappy, there's all the things. So
There's too many expectations, I think, of that particular day. And my dad always called it amateur night. He goes, everyone's out. People have been drinking that maybe aren't used to drinking, and now they're
yeah.
driving, some of them, which I did not find that. I think, in fact, we even Ubered. But that's a new special thing we can do in this day and age. What I love about New Year's, though, and have noticed, it took me a little bit to notice it, even as a little girl, but it's like something that everyone celebrates, and we don't have that many things in life that everyone celebrates.
True.
So that New Year's, and it's like some island near Japan, and then it travels around. So we did do all of that on New Year's. We got very excited about that particular.
Well, let me tell you, some of the people are commenting that they were in bed by 10. So, some people just are. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us tonight. We are having some technical difficulties with Mary Grace's speaker. So, I'm going to ask a question. There's going to be a bit of a delay till you hear her. And it's a couple seconds. So, it's odd enough that I have to mention it. But it's not so odd that you can't hang out with us tonight. Okay. So we made that decision before coming live. But what I get to do on a Monday evening is I have the distinct pleasure of interviewing our executive company vice president, Mary Grace Lewandowski. And I get to ask her 4 simple questions about our business and what we do, about Park Lane, about direct sales, about jewelry. These are 4 questions that people that are looking for a part-time side hustle, work from home, not work from home, side gig job. These are kind of some of the questions that you want answers to right away. And then the stylist that invited you here tonight would be happy to answer the rest. And then at the end, we will share a Google form, which is also in the description of this video, wherever you're watching it at. We will share that Google form and you fill it out. And she gives away a curated package of free jewelry to the winner. And you just have to listen and fill out the Google form. It's so, so simple. So thank you to everyone for joining us. And again, we are going to work through these technical issues. So I will ask her the question. She will take a couple seconds and then she will answer. So Mary Grace, we are going to start with our first question. I want you to take a moment and just explain to these fine people why direct sales? Like, what exactly is direct sales? And then how does it differ from MLM or multi level marketing?
Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So direct sales means is a party plan business. It's all of the benefits of running your own business with none of the overhead and none of the risk. That's really what direct sales comes down to. And we just serve as a liaison between the customer and, in our case, the jewelry company. So that's what direct sales is. Multi level marketing is when sometimes you hear people go, "Oh, is that one of those things where you have to sign people up or whatever?" And multi-level marketing is definitely more recruiting based, whereas we're more focused on the sale of a particular item, in our case, jewelry. Do we like to recruit or hire? Yes, we absolutely do, which is why we are here right now. But in a multi-level marketing position, you're going to spend most of your time behind the computer. A lot of it is going to be with people getting their something that they're going to get their credit card hit on a monthly basis for that particular item. Um, and again, it's just more recruiting based where they're literally keeping track of the levels, multi levels, because they need to all be arranged in a certain way. My understanding is that in order for them to make the most money that they can make. So direct sales is a little easier to explain, in my opinion, because we represent a jewelry company and we can sell online, we can sell in person, and then Park Lane pays for the party plan so that we can reward people who bring their friends and family to us very generously. So the direct sales model is more my cup of tea. But here at Park Lane, we recognize both as experience because the businesses can be similar in some ways. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
So I find if I mute my microphone, you can talk and not be interrupted. So it might just be picking up, your phone could be picking up background noise. That could be it too. So I'm going to ask this question and then mute. So the second question that I want to ask you, now that we know what direct sales is, know that we're in the party plan business and we're, party oriented. How does jewelry fit in? Like, why jewelry?
Okay, so direct sales can cover a whole bunch of different types of products. And if you were to Google, I'm thinking about direct sales, give me some info or whatever. Probably one of the really smart recommendations that would come up is Google would tell you to choose a product that you love. Now, this is easy for me because I love people, I love jewelry. But my first foray into direct sales was candles. And Janine can't talk back, but her first foray into direct sales was baskets. And we both made it really high up in our companies. And Park Lane is the only direct sales company that will recognize experience. So, because we had already proven ourselves in another field, they brought us here with a title and the pay that goes with that title right from the beginning. So I just want to put it out there for you guys because if you have direct sales experience, if you know somebody in direct sales or multi-level marketing, we'll take a look at that too, then you may be able to get a leg up here at Park Lane, which I think is really important because you put all those years in, you want your experience recognized. Okay, but that being said, if you were to go to Google and it said pick a product that you love, that's good. That's smart because you are representing that product and your enthusiasm comes through. But isn't it the smartest thing of all to pick a product that most other people love? And that's what jewelry is. Jewelry has a market that's unlimited. Jewelry withstands the test of time because it's been around for over 150,000 years and something like a $4.3 billion forecast for the upcoming years. I mean, that people are going to spend on jewelry. It's like unbelievable. It's considered consumable. That's something I was very proud of when I sold candles because I thought, well, people use them up. They need more. Well, guess what? Fashion is considered consumable. People don't say, I have my one necklace for life and that's it. Everything changes with the seasons, with the styles, with the outfits, with the trends. So that is really, really cool. And people are always looking at what's new in the jewelry market. The market is huge. Every single type of person is a potential market for jewelry. And it's not limited to just certain types of people or certain ages. So I love that because there's something for everyone. And as far as from the seller standpoint, okay, so this is like looking at it from a marketing standpoint, which I love, but from the seller standpoint, having done something else too, it's very inexpensive and small. So easy, I mean, inexpensive to ship and small to hold. So, like, whereas I had to have whole rooms dedicated to my other business, here at Park Lane, like, something I could swing over my shoulder and go out with, and that, size of my purse, and I could be ready to show my jewelry. We wear our product. This is huge, you guys. Not only do we wear our product, other people wear our product. What does that do? It causes conversations and compliments, and people get referrals for us and we get referrals back. We're like right out there with what we do. So it's a very easy transition into showing what we do to brand new people. Um, I said it withstands the test of time. No special training. Put in the comments if you know where a ring goes. If you don't know where a ring goes, let's just skip that one. But pretty much everybody knows what to do in order to sell jewelry. Necklaces on the neck, bracelets on the wrist, earrings in the ears. No special training. And we really both had that with our other businesses where there were some things that you just had to study and know. I would be nervous as anything to do something that people ingest because I'm sure there would be studying involved as to what you should tell them if it goes awry. So it's a very simple, easy product to represent and sell with a very full market.
I have to laugh because people are answering where rings go in the comments. They're right. If you're asking if they were right, they're right. Okay, let me ask you the next question because it sounds like jewelry's the way to go, but like there's a whole bunch of different jewelry brands. So why Park Lane? What sets them apart?
I love how we're like waiting and nod and now speak. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, so a lot sets Park Lane apart, you guys. Okay, so one reason you should choose us is because I did. It's kind of like if you were looking for a new vacuum cleaner and someone already did all the due diligence and just said, this is the one. I've already put in hours of research because that's what I did when I was having to leave my other company. Well, my other company was going down. It's gone now, but I saw the rating on the wall actually years before it actually happened. And I knew, like, oh my gosh, I owe something different to my team and to myself, so that we can fulfill these dreams that I promised with them were fulfillable. And Park Lane was so the answer. So I looked at other jewelry companies too, and I'll tell you why I chose Park Lane. From a jewelry standpoint, we have everything. And I found that almost everybody else had, if you would, almost like a hero item. Like everything was based around pearls, or everything was based around silver, or everything was based around Swarovski crystals. They definitely had like a niche. And I thought I'm choosing jewelry for the broad market. I don't want to narrow that market. So therefore, Park Lane with their extensive line and new jewelry every single month was definitely the place to go as far as that. Then also, selfishly, it was the programs, not just for myself, because of course we do get paid here. So we want the best paid. And Park Lane, we are the highest paid representatives in the direct sales industry. Okay, that's a fact. We start our fashion directors at 30% profit, which my other job, that was something you had to work up to. Here it's where you start, and we go all the way to 50% on our own sales, as well as huge percentages on those individuals that we end up having in our downline or who we train. So that in itself is big. But let's go back to another part of its programs, which is the customer sale. And it's because of the customer sale that everything else is so successful. So we have a customer sale that people literally think, okay, well, is that for the hostess? And you're like, no, it's for every single customer that ever meets us. It's buy two for regular, get four for half. And your two regular should be your least expensive pieces. This is really cool, you guys. It opens all kinds of doors for people. They can afford this beautiful fine fashion jewelry and multiple pieces of it. So it starts with our customer, who our hostess is so thrilled to share this sale with her friends and family. The customer is so thrilled because she generally leaves with more than one piece. She leaves with a bunch of pieces, all for less than what she thought she would spend for one piece. That's all really cool. But do you remember what I just said earlier? What I just said earlier about why jewelry was the place to be? Well, do we want our customers out there with one piece on? Or six or seven or eight pieces on, and everybody complimenting them and seeing all the different styles that we have to offer. So that is huge. Also, because of the customer sale and the way it's set up, it puts our average order at over $100, and we get paid percentage on what we sell. So obviously, we love that they're happy and we're happy because they're not just buying one $5 piece. They're buying a bunch of pieces that add up to over $100, and everyone along the way is so happy. So that's huge because Park Lane has that all built in for us. No pennies out of our pocket for any of that, including the hostess plan. And the hostess plan is like when people deliver their family and friends to us, either in an internet forum, like a social media forum, or in a real in-home party, or however they choose to do it, we reward them with free jewelry. Now, again, Park Lane pays for all this. We don't, but we reward them based on how many orders we collect. So regardless of how much their friends spend, that's not tied into how much they can get. And I love that because there's a lot of people that don't have a lot of money to spend, and the hostess went to the trouble of getting us all together. We want to make sure that everyone is getting a good deal here. So the hostess gets anywhere from $400 to $1,000 in free and discounted jewelry. All of this leads to everybody, customers, hostesses, and people like us going out there and just sharing Park Lane and talking about Park Lane in such a positive way. All of that is so good. In addition to that, things that you can't even hardly put a value on. So most people work. In fact, put in the comments, what is one of the reasons that you work? What are one of the things that you hope to achieve with your salary, with where you work? Or if you're a stay-at-home person, wherever the head of your household is that's doing the bringing in the paycheck. What is one of the things that they work for? Okay, so we all know we work for some place to live and things to eat, but other things that we work for are cars. We work for vacations, right? We work to buy gifts. And I love that Park Lane has programs that help us do all that without going into the pay that they give us. Okay. So we get rewarded for how much we sell in jewelry by getting additional free jewelry every single month. I don't think I've ever missed a month. We're able to get over $1,000 in jewelry per month for free, and I've done it all 12 months. So that's a $12,000 worth of free jewelry every year, above and beyond my salary. That's pretty cool, right? Okay. In addition to that, we have 2 trips a year. So my husband and I were able to enjoy so many trips together. I continue to be able to enjoy so many trips. It's generally one tropical, one European. So we've been on like something like 35 different trips. We didn't use our money that we saved up from my Park Lane income or his income to go on those trips. They were just bonuses, and I made additional money as I went for those trips. And then there's a card program. Every single month, we can make either $500 or $700 for the card that we have or the Mercedes that we choose, based on a little formula of how much we sell, which is extremely, extremely doable. And all of those things I'm able to take advantage of every single month throughout the year. So those are just some of, and also just the security, Janine, the security. Janine lived through me with me. So a lot of people have lived through COVID with us. But to see how Park Lane handled that, like they didn't even miss a beat. They weren't even nervous. They
Yeah.
just sent all their family members in to work the warehouse because that was legal. They had millions of dollars of inventory. They've been open since 1955 and they're debt free and cash rich. They've lived through everything. So I always say, like, if you're looking for security in today's world, this is a very secure place to be. I absolutely love it. And I love to offer it to other people.
Honestly, I think COVID taught us all a lot. There were a lot of brick and mortar stores as well as online businesses that really tanked because they just didn't have the strength and the buying power that we have here at Park Lane. And the cash rich and debt free is something that you really have to listen to. That's very important when you're looking at a direct sales brand. I know you like to answer sometimes questions in the comments, and one popped in when you were talking that I think you'd have some interest in answering. Michelle McDaniel writes, I can't wait to start this business for myself. I just need to pay off my Christmas credit card. How would you answer that?
Well, I don't know how crazy you are at Christmas time, but you will pay off that Christmas credit card. And a lot of us join for reasons like that. Some people join this for a reason, some people join it for a season, and some people end up joining it forever. But most of us start for a reason that turns into maybe a season and then turns into, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. So, Michelle, you're going to thank that credit card debt someday because that's what gave you the courage or the wherewithal to want to start something like this. And you are going to open yourself to all these amazing new worlds because of it. But I would say, on the average, our average order is over $100. I already said that. So, on the average, a brand new fashion stylist makes $33 per order, not per show, per order. So, let's say your credit card is $300. That, my dear, is about 10 average orders in the Park Lane world. So just think about it, just translate it into whatever it is that your debt is, and just really imagine getting outside of that debt. I listened to David, it's not David Bach, I talk about him too, but it's a financial guy. And he said, can you imagine paying off everything? And any money that you bring in is just your own to do with whatever you want. No debts, no house, no nothing, just your money. And having a gig like this, a side gig like this, can help you actually bring that to fruition. Can help you get out from under debt and be able to just see more clearly for your future. So
Right?
with this, it's like my daughter said, it wasn't a match for her. She didn't love it the way I love it. But you know what? She said to me, Mom, no one can ever take away my washing machine and dryer that I paid off. No one can ever take away from me my kitchen chairs and table that I bought. And it's like, that is a way to think of it, right? I love it.
I do. I love it. And I think that was a great answer to that because I knew you'd want to, there's sometimes questions come through that I'm like, she definitely
Well,
wants to hear that one.
and they feel
Okay.
more like people are really watching.
Yeah, people are really watching because they're answering. They even answered where rings go. So we're good. Okay. So take a deep breath because now's the time for you to really hear this because I want you to hear what Mary Grace says when we say, why now? Why is now the great time to join Park Lane Jewelry?
I think we, I think we all I think every probably person in the universe almost deals with some kind of procrastination or trying to find when the perfect time is. And honestly, what I've learned, Janine, bless her heart, she hears this from me every week, but it's a really important success principle. And successful people just do it now. They lean in. Because if you think about, well, don't overthink it. If you are thinking about what's holding you back, it's generally, you're going to laugh when I say this and you realize this, but it's generally things that you don't even really know might happen. It really is. It's like, what if I don't know how to do this? What if I this? What if I this? But if you join and take one step and put another foot in front of that foot and keep going, you're going to realize that the path here has been very much illuminated for you. We have everything that you need to be successful. You could start a copy and paste business tomorrow with the resources that we have available here in our organization for you to use on social media accounts and everything else. We have uh, I dozens, maybe hundreds, I think dozens of leaders on our team that have been the best in other direct sales companies, and now they're here. And imagine the knowledge and the compilation of everything that we bring together and can just translate and deliver to you, as our new people. So a lot of people are concerned with the cost. I should lead with that because it's such a relief. It's only $129. It's $129 that you put on a credit card, and it's a tax write-off. You get to choose $500 worth of jewelry for the $129. So it's worth it just for that. But in addition to that, the $129, of course, gives you access to all of the tools that I just mentioned and everything that Park Lane has. Park Lane doesn't have credit card fees. They cover all that. So all of that for the $129. But as if that's not enough, you get your $129 back. And I'll tell you how. What you do is, like, right now, you schedule a show. Whoever invited you to this call will do your show, but guess who gets paid? You. Guess who gets the hostess credits? You. I absolutely love this aspect of Park Lane because it shows immediate success. So if there's anyone in your life, and there will be, almost always, someone that's like, I don't know, do you think you should do this? What are you doing? They're afraid you're just going to spend all your income on jewelry or whatever. But when they see $129, the $500 of jewelry show up, you have your show, a paycheck shows up that's more than the 129, plus you get all the jewelry from being the hostess. Then they go, okay, okay, you've taken away any kind of negative feeling that I have, right? So I love that because we can show them in 1 week, you guys. In a week, everything could be different. That's how fast it can happen. I think now is a great time to start because it's the beginning of a new year, and psychologically, that's a really great time to start anything. But as if that's not enough, we have our Sparkle convention coming up, which is online. So you, as a new person, right there, watch it, learn more, see the new line drop, and be ready to kick off and be the fashion director for your circle when our new 2026 line drops. It's perfect. It's perfect.
It is pure perfection. And I love how you answer that question. And I did just drop in the Google form. So I wanted you to explain two things, just what to do with the Google form and also what they should do when they hang up from this live stream.
Okay, the Google form serves as your entry to the drawing for free jewelry. You want to make sure that you answer everything completely or else you're disqualified. You do not have to join Park Lane to be in it. No, absolutely not. It's a random drawing, but do put in the description what kind of jewelry you like because I do it. I curate it and I send you a package that matches what you said were your likes or and surely not your dislikes, okay? So I like to take care of that for you. Um, oh, and book a show. We call them decider shows, but it's like if you're even a little bit, if you're just a little bit, it's almost like going to observe a class. It's like, I don't know if I want to enroll, but can I observe one of your classes? Okay. So it's like you're going to be watching differently as someone who's considering the job opportunity, right? And then you can also poll your family and friends. So if everyone's like all excited about it and they buy a lot and they're, or they're just like, oh my gosh, I want to get more. Then when you're like, I'm thinking of doing this too, they'll be like, you should. Or maybe, all of a sudden you just get a bad feeling and you could think, I just not ready. That's okay. Because you still get to have all the free jewelry. So you can have the free jewelry and the paycheck, or you can have just the free jewelry. And regardless of what you decide, you will make your fashion director, your current fashion director, so happy by having a show with them this year.
Well, thank you so much, Mary Grace. We always enjoy our Monday nights. We dropped the Google form in the chat. Please fill that out. Mary Grace likes to choose a winner by Wednesday. So you want to fill that out super quickly and make sure you fill all of the portions of it in. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We will see you next Monday at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, right here in the Grace and Grit studio. Bring a friend next week and have a great week. Bye-bye, everyone.